In the heart of Hyderabad, beneath the brilliant lights of High-Tech's exhibition center, history was made. The world watched as Thailand's very own Opal Suchata rose, not just to the moment, but above it, to become Miss World 2025. But Oppo's journey didn't begin on stage. It began years before in Phuket, Thailand. Born and raised in a family of strong values and strong hearts, Opal Suchata grew up with a dream to represent her country and create meaningful change. A university student studying international relations, a breast cancer awareness advocate, and a survivor in her own right, Oppo had more than beauty. She had purpose. She carried that purpose all the way to the Miss World stage.
Thailand!
Final night. The air electric, and there she was, graceful, poised, and unforgettable. Oppo stepped on the stage, wearing a custom-designed white gown, flowing and ethereal. Adorned with delicate opalescent florals, it shimmered like starlight, each crystal reflecting her journey of resilience and inner strength. The gown wasn't loud. It didn't need to be. It whispered powerfully of elegance, healing, and quiet confidence. Then came a defining moment, the Continental Awards. As the names were called, hearts pounded. And then, Miss Asia and Oceania 2025, Thailand. The room erupted. Oppo's smile lit up the stage. She was now a top 8 finalist, and the world leaned in. When it was time to choose Miss Asia and Oceania, Oppo took a calm breath and met the judge's gaze. The moderator asked, "Why do you deserve to be the Continental representative, and how will you carry that title?" Oppo paused, then began with a gentle smile.
The same that goes, why should you be chosen as Miss World Asia and Oceania?
Thank you, Sachin. Namaskaram. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. To the question, to me, I see this as like when you're taking care of a garden. Everyone can water the plants, but in order to make a beautiful and long-lasting garden, you need someone who stays. And it applies the same with Miss Asia and Oceania. You don't only introduce people with the title of yourself, but on the other hand, you make sure that they feel that you are staying and standing up for them. Through my Beauty with a Purpose project, I learned that to live my life to the fullest, it's about giving back the life and the dreams to those that were taken away. And that is why I'm standing here today, to be the light of hope, to be the light of strength, and to leave my legacy until the last breath of my life. Thank you.
Thank you.
A hush fell across the hall as her final words lingered in the air. Then, as applause swept through the audience like a wave, it was clear that her message had resonated. She hadn't just described a garden, she had embodied one, promising to nurture her continent with unwavering care. She gave an answer of a true queen.
Too many choices. Sonu Sood.
Congratulations, and you all are looking gorgeous. Well done.
Thank you so much.
So my question is, what has this journey taught you about truth and personal responsibility in shaping how stories are told?
Thank you so much for the question. And being here is the greatest opportunity I could ever have in life. And one thing that I learned being here at the Miss World is the responsibility of how tourists is perceived. And I think that one big thing that we can do here, me and all the girls, including everyone here in the hall, is being the person who all of the people in our lives look up to. Because I always believe that no matter who you are and no matter how old you are, no matter what title you hold in your life, there is always a person next to you, whether it's a child, whether it's an adult. It could even be your own parents that look up to you in a way. And the best way to lead people is to lead with your gracefulness in your actions. That is the best thing we can do to the people around us and in our world. Thank you so much.
Opal Suchata delivered a compelling and heartfelt answer during the final question and answer segment of Miss World 2025, which significantly contributed to her winning the crown. Her answer emphasized the importance of leading by example and the impact of one's actions on others. This resonated deeply with the judges and audience, showcasing her authenticity and commitment to being a role model. Her eloquence and sincerity in addressing the question played a pivotal role in her being crowned Miss World 2025. She looked the part, she felt the part, she delivered the part. She was just giving Miss World 2025. And then the final announcement. The winner of Miss World 2025 is Thailand. Oppo's hand flew to her heart. The crown descended, tears welled, cheers rolled, and just like that, Thailand had its first Miss World crown in history. She didn't just win a crown, she won hearts, and with every step of her reign, she walks as a symbol of strength, compassion, and unshakable purpose. She is Opal Suchata, Miss World 2025, a queen, a voice, a legacy. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Miss World 2025, Opal Suchata Chongsri.
Are we ready for this? Who has secured the fourth position? May I please request Mrs. Julia Molly, CBE, to do the honors?
Ladies and gentlemen, in fourth place, Martinique.
Congratulations, Martinique. And now I request Ms. Julia Molly to announce the third position winner.
In third place is Poland.
Poland.
So we're going to ask our two remaining contestants to come forward in front of the throne.
Yes, please.
If you face each other, ladies, here we go.
All right. The moment we all been waiting for. Now we get to know who our new Miss World will be. It is over to you, Mrs. Julia Molly.
Well, Miss World 2025 is Thailand.
Christina, we request you please crown us second position.
Ethiopia, congratulations, you are our second position winner.
While we offer congratulations to Ethiopia on being runner-up, now Christina Bishkova will put the sash on our new Miss World. And in time-honored tradition, take her to the throne ready for crowning. Opal Suchata from Thailand is the 72nd Miss World.
Now let's talk about her winning look, the beautiful gown that she wore during the final night. Draped in a champagne-hued masterpiece, Opal's gown was a dazzling work of art, fitted to perfection, beaded from neckline to hem, with thousands of hand-placed crystals that shimmered like falling stardust. And just when we thought it couldn't get more breathtaking, she turned, revealing a spectacular feathered train flowing like a cloud of white light. Pure drama, pure elegance. Her hair swept up in a sleek top knot, clean, powerful, and sculpted with grace. Her makeup flawless, smoky eyes that spoke volumes, lips softly defined, and skin so luminous it seemed to glow from within. There were no distractions, no excess, no clutter, just precision, polish, and poise. Every crystal, every feather, every strand of hair was telling the same story. This is a queen. She didn't just wear the gown, she became the moment. Opal Suchata wasn't there to blend in, she was there to own the crown. And that night, with the world watching, she did exactly that. Now let's see what fans had to say after Oppo won the first ever blue crown for Thailand. One fan said, and this is very interesting, Nawat and Anne and Raul must be having a temper tantrum wherever they may be at this moment after they realized that Queen Oppo was not only acknowledged but also truly valued as the true fighting, resilient, empowered woman that she is. I was rooting for my girl Krishna Gravides to win the blue crown this year because she also came with a very strong fierce presence ever since she arrived in India. Now Krishna, if you don't know, is the contestant from the Philippines, Krishna Gravides, who ended up as Miss World Asia. I continue. But I have to give credit where credit is due. Oppo won her crown fair and square. She never let the negative press that has been around her, especially since the recent Miss Universe scandal, to destroy, shatter none of her dreams, none of her life dreams, goals, and that's truly commendable from her. All my love, support, and admiration goes toward this very beautiful Thailand queen who will leave surely a big mark on everyone's heart during her tenure as Miss World 2025. Congratulations, Thai people, and also to all Filipinos, because Krishna is now our Miss World Asia Queen 2025. Feeling super happy for both countries, Thailand and the Philippines. And obviously this must be a fan from the Philippines. And I think this comment had a lot of praise and a lot of, it was just the perfect comment. I have been such a huge fan of hers since she won Miss Universe Thailand. Always felt like she was destined for an international crown because she's every inch a queen. So happy for her. Congrats. Another fan said, well deserved. Can't wait to follow her reign. Congratulations, Thailand. Oppo Suchata Chongsi, lots of love from Vietnam. Another fan said, very happy for her. Welcome to the Miss World family, Thailand. We have another beautiful, powerful queen. Congratulations, Miss World 2025. Oppo Suchata Chongsi, you deserve it. My dear viewers, there were very many comments congratulating Opal from left to right. People really felt like she deserved the crown. I personally feel like she is the right one for the crown this year, this moment in time. Not only is her life going to change, but if you ask me, I think she will also bring Miss World to that fan base that it has been missing in that side of Asia. As we all know, Miss World is a little bit conservative. It's not very grand, very vavavoom, very, glamorous like Miss Universe or Miss Grand International. It's very pageant coded with advocacy and things like that. So many young fans tend not to care so much for Miss World unless people have been following pageants from the 1980s or 90s. But people who have been following pageantry from the 2000s, 2010s, they become a little bit skeptical with Miss World because they see as sometimes it comes off across like it's boring. But let me tell you something, them crowning Opal Suchata Chungsi, she's going to bring that fan base. She's going to make people love Miss World more, and she's going to bring an awareness of the crown because she is that type of contestant, that type of winner who will bring in a lot of eyes to the pageant. Young eyes, to be specific. Young people, like teenagers. People are going to look at Miss World in a different lens right now because their past winners didn't have that much of a following. They weren't that famous if you ask me, but the previous winners, like from the past 2 years. But this year, Opal Suchata winning the crown, it has actually made have that exciting factor, if you get the point. It has become somehow extra exciting because Opal has won. And I'm saying this just to be biased because I love Opal Suchata and I have been rooting for this queen from day one. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to subscribe and like this video. It helps the channel. And be prepared for more videos on what happened during the Miss World competition. Up next, we'll have videos talking about the shocking moments from the final night and the best gowns that walked the runway. Ladies and gentlemen, until next time, always remember to stay fierce and fabulous.
Hello everyone, it's Suchata Chungsi, your new Miss World from Thailand. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and thank you so much for giving me the chance to hold my country with pride and proud and making Thailand the first crowned home. And I would like to say that I might be the one who are crowned tonight, but all of the girls that are with me, we are winners, and all of us have our purposes and causes we have in our hearts. And I hope that all of you would continue to send the love and support to not just me, but to every girl that are going on the same journey with me. And thank you so much for sending us so much love and support, both in India and around the world. And I hope that I will make you proud as your new Miss World. Thank you.